Nigeria, across Africa and around the world. This is Smart Mado Ajaja, the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite, and the anchor of the US-based ONN and the Nightingale Radio International from Houston, Texas, United States of America. This message is directed at the President of the United States, Mr. Donald J. Trump. And it is compelling. He has made a lot of executive orders, but we have not seen any executive order made on the field healthcare delivery system in the United States. Healthcare delivery system in the United States is broken, and there needs to be a serious emergency declared on the healthcare delivery system here in the United States. I can't believe as I speak to you, I am in pains. I've been in pain since yesterday. Toothache. I have a very terrible toothache. And you know what I am being told? I made an appointment to see a dentist since yesterday, only to come to the dentist's office. And I was told that they didn't have me on their list of patients to be seen, and that the next available appointment they have for me will be in March. We are talking about today is February 6th, and I'm riding in pain as I'm doing this. I am riding in pain as I am making this broadcast. President Donald Trump, you are doing a lot in other sectors. And I think this should be number one, the healthcare of the people. This should be the number one agenda on your America First policy. Yes, that brought you to power for a second time. Yes, what is taking place in the healthcare delivery system in the United States is very difficult to comprehend. And then what is the difference? The difference between what is taking place here in the US is that they have all the technological wherewithal to make anything happen. Yes, so, but getting to the patient, the end users, to use those technological advancement that exist here has become a serious problem. People are suffering and dying. People have had to make choices between their medicine and their food. Everything is getting out of control. Yes, something is wrong with the healthcare delivery system in the United States. How am I going to be riding in pain for another month? Yes, this is serious toothache. Yes, we are not in a third world. This is not Nigeria where I was born. Yeah, where all these kind of things can happen. The United States for a very long time have shied away from addressing its chronic healthcare challenges. Yes, not because the country does not have the resources to do a good job, but because the healthcare delivery system is controlled by special interests whose backs must be broken. And I believe that President Donald Trump has all it takes to end this dismal, abysmal healthcare delivery system here in the United States. Yes, I'm a registered nurse. I know what we go through on the field. Well, I've seen patients who have had to make choices, because they are not able to afford their medicine. And in the United States. So my listeners, my viewers from the United States, please take this message to heart. Share it as widely as possible until it gets to the table of President Donald J. Trump. I don't want to believe that he doesn't know, or maybe perhaps people are not telling him enough of that there is an urgent need to declare a state of emergency on the healthcare delivery system in the United States. The system has failed. It has failed the poor people. Over 44 million Americans do not have access to insurance that they need to afford healthcare delivery system here. And we are here talking about some other things. And I hear him getting into South Africa with the help of Elon Musk. Elon Musk is, I hope Elon Musk does not derail President Trump. Elon Musk is a beneficiary of the apartheid system in South Africa. But that's going to be a different ball game. We are going to talk about South Africa and what Elon Musk is dragging President Donald Trump into. I think that is a major and a very dangerous distraction that the United States does not need right now. Yes, but let's focus on the subject matter right now of healthcare delivery system, of this healthcare delivery system here in the United States. It's a disaster. It's a failure. Here is a country where insurance companies decide who lives and die. Here is a country where the food and beverages organizations are not regulated. What they feed Americans from the standpoint of a healthcare worker, every American, not nearly 99% of Americans have one thing to suffer or the other because of the type of food that they ingest. And I think that is an emergency. Yes, I've been through this healthcare delivery system here since 1997. And I can authoritatively say that what the American people are fed is the result, is the cause of a high mortality rate here from heart attacks because of high levels of cholesterol that people ingest in here. Obesity, yes, diabetes. I have not seen anybody in recent time of my age that does not have any of this problem. It's either you're having a heart problem, atherosclerosis, you are having diabetes, you are having cholesterol, high cholesterol. Something is not right. It's not like that in other countries. And the reason is because those who produce food here, the fast food industry is big. They are killing Americans with the bad food, and nobody is regulating them because they control the money. They elect who they want to elect to continue the policies of exposing Americans to diseased food. So I believe that Donald Trump should look into this, and very urgently too. So if you are listening to me from any and everywhere in the United States, this is your call right now. It's an emergency. It's something that you must act on. Why? Ask questions. Why do I have cholesterol? Ask questions. Why do I have diabetes when I should not have it? Then the next question, why do I have high blood pressure? Almost everybody here has high blood pressure, has diabetes, has a cholesterol problem, has heart problem. Something is not right. And then exposure to cancer too. But cancer is like malaria fever that we suffer in Nigeria. Something ain't right. President Trump, it is your call to act and act fast. A lot of people are dying. The economy of the United States should not be driven by the death and blood of its people. Yes, a healthy nation is a wealthy nation. Americans are not healthy. Majority of people have one. I see people of my age grade, they live off of medication. Why should somebody be taking 20 tablets, popping 20 tablets every day? Something is not right. It has to do with what the people are ingesting. It has to do with the failure of the regulatory agencies to regulate these people who produce all this food. It has to do with the silence of everybody playing politics with everything. It is time for people to stand up. It is time for Americans to stand up. A lot of people are sick in this country. A lot of people are hanging in the balance. America has all it takes to give free healthcare to all of its citizens. Yes, it can do it. Canada is doing it. Britain is doing it. Germany is doing it. Why is America not doing it? What is the reason? Because the healthcare delivery system here is about the biggest industry. Because some people have to profiteer from it. And the people are stressed out. They are stressed thin. So where are you? the people of the United States. This is a serious question that must be addressed. This is a question that all Americans need to be asking. The food that people eat here is killing a lot of people. Yes, it's exposing a lot of people to danger. It's exposing a lot of people to untimely death. It's making people fat. And when you are fat, it impacts on your head, impacts on your liver, impacts on your heart, it impacts on your kidneys. Do you know how many Americans are on dialysis? Do you know how many Americans are on dialysis on daily basis? Why is that? Something is not right. I think something has to be reviewed, and that is the healthcare delivery system here. It's a disaster right now. I can't believe that this is happening. I can't believe that I'm in pains to see a dentist. I cannot see a dentist. And the fraud from the practitioners too. A doctor, we know that he can treat you for an infection. He will go dance around it and in order to make more money from the insurance companies. Yes, before he will go. I know how many cases I have to intervene to force doctors to do what is right. For their patients, they don't want to do what is right. Yes, yesterday, the first appointment I made, one told me that I have to come to do x-ray first, x-ray of my teeth. And then they will schedule another appointment to see me to address the problem that I was presenting. Why should that be happening in this country? Why should that be happening? The Secretary of Health need to understand this. Maybe let's assume that he does not know. But I know that America can do what it takes to give affordable health care to its citizens. A lot of people, when they are sick, it's like goodbye. Yes, and then the insurance companies are a big part of the problem, because actually they are the ones creating a lot of confusion here in the United States. Here comes someone is sick. They will tell you that your case is not covered, and then you have spent all your money, and then the only thing is they won't say it. Go and die. Why should people die when they can be treated? This is United States. Why are the people not really asking questions about healthcare here in the United States? What's going on? President Trump, you are intervening in a lot of areas. I would love you to intervene in this very critical sector. Yes, to save Americans, to save lives. It is very, very important. Donald Trump, I am calling on you to do whatever. It is an urgent, it's an emergency right now that you intervene in the healthcare delivery system here. It's broken, and so badly broken. It is the fraud that is being committed here in the healthcare delivery system is unspeakable. You need to beam your searchlight into it. You need to call. This is one executive order that you must make. Yes. Why should people struggle? Why should the people not be fed the right thing? Why should people prioritize between their medication and their foods? Why should people have to wait for months before they can have access to doctors? Do you know what that means? That is death, exposure to death. It means that the system does not care for its people. It means that the system is insensitive to the plight of its people. It means that the system is broken and in a dire need of being fixed. I am in pains as I'm speaking. I'm riding in pains. Yes. So I cannot see a doctor until March. I cannot see a dentist until March. I am not just alone. It's a lot of people in this problem, and they are not able to speak up. So I have to speak up for them. What is happening here? It never has been like this. What's going on? It's not like the country cannot do it. You have the power to do this. Can you do it for the people of America? President Donald Trump, this is a message for you. Declare a state of emergency on health care in America. declare a state of emergency on healthcare in America. It is urgent, it is compelling, and it is now. Families are suffering. A lot of people with different type of healthcare challenges, they can't have access to the help that they need. Yes, this is United States of America. Not because the country lacks the resources to make these things happen. So please, if this was not in your America's first agenda, please urgently put it, which means perhaps you were not properly advised. Healthcare is number one. A healthy people builds a healthy country. You want America to be great, the American people must be well and fit to make their country great. Yes, this is the United States. I know President Donald Trump can make this happen. I'm calling on him right now. I'm making a passionate appeal to him to step in and get this done. It can be done. If Canada could do it, if Germany could do it, if Britain could do it, if anybody can do it, other countries can do it, there's no reason America cannot do it. Devin, how are you? Trump 2025. Yeah, we are in it already. So if you are a fan of Trump, please, my Devin, please help forward this message to all Americans and to call his attention that the healthcare delivery system in the United States is broken. It's badly broken. People are suffering. Me, who is speaking to you, I am having a toothache, bad toothache. I had to struggle to make this broadcast in order to get the attention that it requires. Yes, I went to a dentist this morning. I was told, after I made an appointment, they collected all my insurance information. I went to the doctor's office, only to be told that my name was not there. It was painful enough that my name wasn't there. And that they told me that they could not see me today until March. Yes, March. That is a month away from now. So, and I'm having this terrible toothache. How am I going to survive till March? In the United States. In the United States. This is the United States of America. Yes, this can't be happening with President Donald Trump signing a lot of executive orders. Within a few days, he signed over 100 and something executive orders, excluding executive orders on one of the most critical sectors of the American economy, healthcare. Healthcare. Something needs to be done, and urgently too. Sylvia Acevedo, thank you. She said, bro, he doesn't care. Don't you understand that? Well, let's give him the benefit of that. That is why I'm making this broadcast now. So many things are happening right now. And I don't want to believe that Donald Trump is like other politicians. We believe that he speaks from his heart. And I'm believing that he will take measures. The only thing, the favor all of us can do ourselves is to share this message to every American in our contact and put it everywhere, on every platform we are. So perhaps it will get to him and get to those who are closer to him, get to those policy makers, letting him know and letting them know that people are suffering and they are gnashing their teeth in pain here, and that there is need for an urgent action. Yes, that there is need for him to sign an executive order on healthcare. Yes, in the United States. Please, if you are joining me, just joining now from Facebook, you are joining from YouTube, do us a favor. Do yourself a favor. Do the country a favor. Do the little kids a favor. Do the pregnant women a favor. Do those who don't have anybody who speaks for them a favor. Share this message until it gets to President Donald Trump. He's signing a lot of executive orders. Maybe perhaps somebody needed to remind him that there is one sector, one critical sector called healthcare, so that he can do justice in that area. We're going to give him that benefit of doubt before we start judging him. All right? So let us see what he is going to do on healthcare. And that is where human beings are involved. Those who drive everything in this country need help, need healthcare. The soldiers are in need of healthcare. The ordinary person working for the federal government need healthcare. The nurses, doctors, and the ordinary people in America, in every sector of this country, need healthcare. Those people cannot be ignored. The children in school, they don't have to wait for months before they can see a doctor. They don't have to. They don't need to wait. If the United States is the United States that it was, these things need to change. Especially healthcare. America has not been good, yes, with addressing the healthcare challenges of its citizens because of the special interests who drive the insurance companies, because of the politicians who have shares in some of the insurance companies, and they will protect them. They lobby them to sit on the heads of Americans. They put them in tight corners where they have to make choices between food and their medications. They put them in tight corners when if they need health care, like a very important surgery, yes, they are put on the edge. It has to stop. It has to stop. It has to stop. Healthcare delivery is such a very important sector that no president, that nobody can afford to ignore. It has been ignored for so long here in this country. There needs to be an action, serious action on it. Obama tried, but that effort was not good enough. Millions of people still don't have access to healthcare. Here in the United States of America, it should never be like that. Yes, it should never be like that. And action is needed. Action is needed. And action is needed now. And Donald Trump should lead the charge for the action that is needed to correct the anomalies. Yes, you see the kind of frustration some people go through when they pick up things and start doing crazy things. Yes, and action is needed. Why should insurance CEOs be earning millions of dollars for nothing done, for exploiting the ordinary Americans? Yes, in this country, they earn these big fat salaries. What are they doing? To design ways of exploiting the people, design ways of making healthcare not affordable to the people, designing ways to make healthcare out of the reach of the ordinary American. Yes, why can't the United States, with all the resources it has, advance a cause for affordable healthcare if they cannot do it for free, like other countries are doing, like Canada is doing, like Britain is doing, like Germany is doing? Yes. Why can't the United States do that? Yes. What is it? The United States is too big to not have a healthcare delivery system that is working. The healthcare delivery system here should be accessible and affordable, and for the most part work for the people of America. You don't have to die. You don't have to wait for the insurance company to approve treatment for you. I see it every day. I fight with insurance companies on behalf of patients. I fight for patients as a nurse. When I see all these things going on, it's one insurance agent will sit down there and sit on the treatment for that is needed for a patient. I fight for them. I advocate for them. It shouldn't have to be so. There should be a level playing ground for everybody. Why isn't it so? Healthcare is for only those who have money here in the United States. You don't have money and you are sick, you are really sick, to the extent where action is needed to save you. You die. They will tell you to go. Your money is finished. Yeah, you die. A lot of people are being sentenced to death here because of this failed healthcare delivery system. It's broken, and action is needed. Where are my friends who support Donald Trump? I need you guys out. Let's talk about this issue. It's not about political partisanship now. It's about what affects you, me, and all of us. I have a child who was sick for 5 years, and I know what I went through. Yes, I know what the hell of financial crisis that I had to go through. Yes, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. The time, yes, I agree with you. Get some. Yes, I agree with you. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Yes, this is the time for America to rise. Yes, America must rise now. Well, if America must rise right through Donald Trump, President Donald Trump must take that step of faith to pull America up. In his America First agenda, he must do it and seem to be doing it. He must do it for the benefit of the whole of America. He must do it without looking back. He must do it by reining in the executives of the insurance companies. He must do it by bringing about legislation that will hold doctors in this country accountable. Yes, the time is always right to do what is right. Yes, let him do it. He has the power now. He fought the system, defeated the system, and then he's in power now. He must use the power to do justice for America and Americans. He must use the power to do justice for wherever America's strategic interest is informed. He must focus on his America First agenda. He must focus on his America First agenda. This is the time. The whole world is looking up to Donald Trump to be that different president, to be an exceptional president of the United States, to be one who will inspire an end to all the turmoils and injustices across the world. That is why when I started, I told him, stay away from South Africa. Don't allow Elon Musk to mislead you and then plunge America into another war that is not needed. It is becoming very clear that Elon Musk has an agenda. But he will be resisted by the whole of Africa. So, President Donald Trump, stay away from Africa. Stay away from South Africa, please. Elon Musk is out to destroy you. Elon Musk is out to derail you. And South Africa could be one point where that will start. And I will hate to see that happen. Yes, stay away. Study what is taking place there and do justice. Don't be a champion for an extremist, racist, apartheid infrastructure that the whole world united to defeat in South Africa. Do not, please, don't get yourself involved with what is happening in South Africa because Elon Musk is close to you. If this is the reason he's close to you, I tell you, there will be consequences. Please stay away from South Africa. Focus on America first. If you want to intervene in Africa or in South Africa, go there as a just man and then do justice. But do not take side of Elon Musk. He is up to something. That is why you ask him, why is Africa rotten? If he claims to be an African, he was born in Africa, and that makes him an African. So why is he something else? Question. But the African people will deal with Elon Musk. Please, Donald Trump, stay away. Yes. Yes. All right. Get some. Okay. He says, show a people one thing, only one thing, over and over again. and that is what they become. I agree with you. I agree with you. That's why there is a call for us now to start doing positive things, for the people to see us as people who are positive, doing the right thing, walking in the light and in the right direction for the people of the whole earth. We must be exemplary. We must not be destructive. If we continue to demonstrate destructive traits all the time, that is what the people see, and that is how they will react, and that is why they become what they become. So let's be positive. Let us hope, and I hope seriously and strongly that Donald Trump will be one man who will wake up and do justice not only for America but around the world. Yes, healthcare delivery system, the food and beverages, the sectors of Nigerian of the American economy needs to be looked into seriously. The regulators there must, people have to regulate them. What are they giving Americans to eat? Disease. Why should nearly every American be suffering from cholesterol problem? Yes, it's a question. What are they giving Americans to eat? Britain regulates what its people eat. You don't see a lot of fat people in Britain. You don't. It's very rare. You don't see a lot of fat people in Britain. You don't see a lot of people with diabetes in Britain the way they are in the United States. You don't see a lot of people suffering from kidney diseases in other parts of the world. I'm talking about Europe. Yes, the closest allies to America. You don't see that. You don't see a lot of kidney diseases there. You don't see a lot of cancers there. You don't see a lot of heart troubles there. Yes, you don't see a lot of diabetes there. Now, what does that tell you? It tells you what America is allowing its people to be fed on, because they are not regulating those people. About money, yes, and about political power from members of Congress who are part owners of some of the crazy insurance companies. Yes, and all the people who produce this food. They lobby them and they turn a blind eye to the wrong things that they are doing and exposing the people of America to danger. I've never seen the number of diabetes that I've seen here anywhere else. I've never seen how even a child becomes hypertensive at a very young age. I have never seen the type of kidney diseases impacting every structure, yeah, of a human development. I've never seen it as much as I've seen here. I've not seen the type of cancer. Too many cancers here that could be avoided related to food and the toxins in the environment. No, America is not doing a good job in that. Donald Trump, how many days old you are in the presidency here? It's time to declare a total emergency. All this. It's time. It's time. You can do this. You can do this. If you are just, as a lot of us believe that you are, you'll be able to look in the face of those big farmers. Those big farmers, I'm telling you, those big farmers who give our people hormones to eat, who pump hormones into agricultural products and then present them as food, who bomb animals with antibiotics. Yes, that alters the body physiology. You know what I'm talking about. So you need to get your doctors, really good doctors, positive doctors. Yes, not conspiracy doctors. Real doctors who know what normal and abnormal medicine can do to the body. It is very important. Americans need to be healthy. Americans are not very healthy. Yes, Americans are not very healthy. I've seen people who pop 30 medicines, 30 different medicines every day. And they are going into the kidneys. They are going into the liver. They are passing through the heart. They pass through the lungs. Every medication in America creates a disease. And every disease they create needs another medication to treat. And that it goes on and on. It's a vicious cycle. A lot of people have lost their minds because of the amount of medications and different type of crazy food that they eat. It's time to look. So the American economy rides on the pains of its people. Yes, someone has to say it. The economy, now wherever you see Walgreens, now I want to ask Americans, wherever you see Walgreens, what else do you see? You see CVS, right? You see CVS competing to give you medicine that will kill you. Efforts are not being focused on prevention. Efforts are not being focused on producing the right type of food that the people will eat. You eat apple here, apple does not take like apple because it's bombed with all kinds of chemicals. The chemical nation. Americans need to start asking questions. Why they are so sick? Why should a young child be popping 10 medicines every day? Because of an unregulated system. Yes, the cost is much on the people. The cost is much on their psyche. The cost is much on their families. Now is the time to ask questions. Now is the time for someone to act. If we don't concentrate our questions and then start pushing for it and start asking all these questions, nobody is going to do it for us. For the CEOs, all they care about is the millions of dollars that they sit in a boardroom to design how to exploit you. Yes, when you go to the doctor's office, they tell you co-pay. After paying for the insurance, they tell you co-pay. And when they do any procedure for you, you pay a huge chunk of money out of it. Yes, can you see? One night stay in a hospital. Yes, one night stay in a hospital sometimes can be as high as $2,000 per night. You are not in Sheraton. You are not in some of these big hotels. What are they doing for you? Yes, it's a scam. It's a scam. And the ordinary American does not see this. You don't see this scam. President Donald Trump, I'm presenting this scam for you to see. If you don't know it, I am talking honestly from the standpoint of a healthcare worker. Yes, I am telling you from the standpoint of a healthcare worker what ordinary Americans are suffering. A lot of times they don't have the money to afford all these treatments. They die. They die. Yes. We ask us how you do it and then do it yourself. Stop wanting us to do it for you. Your problems are your problems. Now, finally, thank you, Donald Trump. Good. Well, we are hoping that Donald Trump will... Well, I don't know what you mean by finally thanking Donald Trump. Maybe you need to tell us more about that. So I'm not going to speak. I'm not going to hold brief for him on that, So we want to see him roll out his policy on healthcare for the people of America. Seriously, there is a challenge. There's an emergency that needs to be addressed and addressed urgently. I am hurting as we speak. My teeth is paining me. My tooth, my 2 molars are paining me so badly. But I had to do this. So I hope people share this message until it gets to him to start asking questions. I know he has a secretary of healthcare. So, yeah. Your tooth is... your own is hurting too. When did yours start? Mine started yesterday. And it's killing me. Yeah, I don't want to be taking analgesics so often. And everything here is regulated. You need to go right now. Please. I hope they give you an appointment that you can deal with. Yes. For years I've had tooth problems. I am missing a tooth and I need to go to the dentist, but now I cannot afford to. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my sister. Whether you're my brother or you're a woman or man, yeah. You need insurance first. Okay. So you see what I'm talking about? You don't have access to the insurance. Yes, so the money. If you don't have insurance and you are sick, okay, all right, thank you, my sister. If you don't have insurance in America and you are sick, well, God help you. God help you. God help you. It shouldn't be like that. It's not like that in Germany. It's not like that in Europe. Yes. Okay, he said, okay, Sisi said, my friend's husband has diabetes. And once a month, they have to go to the emergency room just so he can get his insulin because they cannot afford it. Can you imagine this? Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, you hearing Americans are speaking. Somebody's husband, yes, has diabetes. And he has to go to the ER once every month to get insulin. You know, insulin is needed nearly every day by those who have diabetes, depending on the type, on the severity of your diabetes. Some take insulin through 3 times a day. Some take once a day. Some take many times according to the sliding scale. And here comes this man, and somebody's husband has has diabetes, but he has no money. He has no insurance. He has to go to the ER. In the ER, they don't do much for you, but stabilize you, maybe just shoot you one insulin, and then they ask you to go home. And then with time, the sugar will continue to build up until you get into diabetic coma. Not many people are lucky to come out of it. A lot of people die from diabetic coma. A lot of people die from cholesterol blocking your heart, and then you get a heart attack. You're gone. A lot of people are dying from cancer because they can't have access to buying the cytotoxic drugs that are needed. Yes, I know. I worked at MD Anderson Cancer Hospital, the best cancer hospital on earth. I worked there. Yeah, I know what it takes. I know what people go through to get in there. I know what treatment costs there. You know, so in this country, as massively endowed as the United States is, I can't believe that America cannot subsidize medical care for its people. Hey, Lucy Rose, how are you? Hey, great to see you. Great to see you. Thank you very much for joining. Yes, my tooth is aching, but I have to shout on top of my voice. I need President Donald Trump to hear this, that the American healthcare delivery system is broken. The fraud going on in the system is so much. The insurance companies are fraudulent. The doctors are mostly fraudulent. The practitioners are suffering. Sometimes we go into the field, we are not able to help patients. I have had a lot of time where I have to use my own money to buy supplies for patients. Yes, these are Americans. Yes, living in this country. Yes. And I had a daughter who was sick. You know, I know what we went through until she got better. It wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. So someone needs to speak up. Yes, I think we have not been speaking up on this. Every time they come with their campaigns, they tell you health care. They tell you health care. They are more interested in abortion and stopping abortion. But they are not interested in bringing about policies that will make healthcare truly affordable and accessible to the people of America. Can you imagine me being told that I cannot see a dentist today? I have to see a dentist in a month's time? What for? What is the reason? Why? And is there any reason why a dentist will give me an appointment, first appointment for me to do the X-ray of my teeth, and then I will leave with no treatment, and then I have to make another appointment to come? What are they doing to make money 2 times? To build the insurance company 2 times? It's a fraud. It's a scam. The insurance is involved. I don't know why they allow the insurance companies the leeway to do the criminal things that they do. Yes, and that is why some people get mad, and then really get mad. It goes out of their head. This system needs to be fixed. This system needs to be fixed. Cece, I'm so sorry about your husband's, your friend's husband's situation. It's a lot of people going through hell here and through this turmoil, you know, that stresses families. Yes, it is sad. It is sad that that has to be happening here in the United States. And then we don't talk about all that. We are not talking about all that. We're not saying it as loudly as we should be saying it. So that when they come back next time seeking our votes, they will know. They don't know. The members of Congress take their eyes away from all this. You know why? A good number of them are shareholders in these companies. They are driven by profit. They don't care about who dies. They don't care about who is able to feed or not. They don't care who is about to afford it. Yes, all they want is that money. Yes, all they want is that money. You know, they are behaving as if they are in the third world. This is what is happening in Nigeria. Yes, why should that be happening here in the United States? The most powerful country on the surface of this earth. Yes, the richest country on earth. Why are we having to deal with this here? Yes, and then we have money to be funding wars in Ukraine. Yes, we are buying all these things. We are talking about Iraq and Iran and all that. We are not dealing with the domestic problem. Donald Trump, welcome to America first. You have to do something in that direction. Keep Americans fit. Keep Americans healthy. Keep Americans ready before stepping out somewhere else. Please, start from home. That was what you ran on. We are not going to be judging you so soon. Yes, because you are how many days away now from being your president, from being the president of the United States. You came on board on January 5th. All right, today is a month gone. Yes, so you are enjoying your honeymoon. But I tell you this, as you are churning out all these executive orders, you must put some executive orders on healthcare. You must put on executive order to stem the bad quality of food Americans are fed. Americans are fed so badly, bad food. Bad food. Americans are eating the worst type of food. Bad food. The cooking oil here is bad. And that's what the meat is bad. Too much hormones in the meat, in cattle here. Too much hormone. The eggs are bad. They eat cholesterol. Yes. You can say whatever you want to say, but this is the truth. I'm a healthcare worker. I know biology. I know what they do to the body. Yes. People here are eating the worst type of food. This is sad. And then they eat all this bad food. How it works. The same people who produce the terrible food have pharmaceutical companies. All right? You get sick, they tell you, okay, go to the pharmacy. You go collect the medicine, right? More money in their pocket. They feed you bad food first, you pay them money. They give you bad medicine, you pay them money. And those medicine will create more side effects for you to buy more medicine from them and more money from them. At the end of the day, they drain you and you die. America, examine yourself. America, come back and look at yourself. Look at your people. What are they eating? They are eating bad food. They are eating the ugliest food. They are taking all the kinds of very dangerous medicines. Yes. It shouldn't be like that. There are so many fat people who ought not to be fat in this country. And then when you're fat, it brings a lot of many other diseases upon you. It shouldn't have to be like that. It is because those who produce these bad foods are not regulated. Nobody is looking into what they are doing. Nobody is looking into their books because people are interested only in the economics of what they are doing. America, get up. Americans, wake up. Start asking questions. You ask questions in all areas, but you are not asking enough questions in your healthcare delivery system. A lot is taking place. People are dying when they should not die. People are starving when they should not starve. People are taking medicines that they ought not to be taken the way they are taking them. People are being fed in a manner that they will get sick, so that they will get some kind of crazy medicine that will enrich those who produce pharmaceuticals. Yes, and they don't care. They don't care. They need someone who can regulate them. They need someone who can stand up to them. They need lawmakers who can stop the criminal thing that they are doing to the people of America. It is time for the people of America to really stand up and wake up and ask these questions. Every family is hurting here from one type of disease or the other, of a member of their family who has to depend on medications in order to be alive. Yes, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. It should never be like that. America, what are you feeding your people? Yes, it's time to ask that question. It's time. What are the people here feeding on? Yes, what are the people feeding? We should not allow some pharmaceuticals to control our destiny. I thought I shared this with you. And I believe that a good number of you will share this message until it gets to those who must take action to bring an end or to do a reversal, minimize the damage these companies are causing America and the American people. It's too much. It's too weighty. I'm tired of seeing deaths from heart attack, from high cholesterol, from the damaged hearts. Yes, the cost of a heart transplant is not cheap. The cost of a kidney transplant is not cheap. It's not. And the turmoil, the mental torture and the emotional turmoil family members have to go through when a member of their family is sick and in need of kidney transplant, in need of heart transplant, in need of liver transplant. What they go through is no joke. You don't want your enemy to go through it. And it is all because of what America is allowing. American politicians and policy makers are allowing their people to be fed by these crazy pharmaceuticals. Yes, that is why we have so many diseases. That is why we have diabetes. That is why we have heart diseases. That is why we have so much cancers in America. Yeah, that is why almost everybody is suffering from high blood pressure. Here, the stress is too much from bad food. Americans, get up and stand up. Ask these questions. Now is the time. You know what? An America can create a system, yes, a new healthcare delivery system that will be sensitive to the plight of its people, that will make healthcare affordable and accessible. There's no reason why someone will have to stay in line in America like it was when my father was diagnosed with cancer some 40 years ago. There was only one radiotherapy machine in Nigeria, and that radiotherapy machine was only in Lagos State. And then guess what? There were thousands of people waiting in line to go through radiotherapy that actually did not provide a sure treatment. And my father died waiting to get his turn. This cannot be happening here in the United States. America is not poor. America has all it takes to provide access to healthcare delivery for its people. Bye for now.